life follows a brutal rule. Those who do not make discipline a part of their daily routine are bound to fail. Talent, motivation, and luck are all overrated. Without discipline, success is impossible. If this truth is not understood, life becomes nothing more than a story of regrets and wasted hustle. Let me tell you the story of a young man who found himself trapped in this cycle. He planned to start studying the next day, to learn a new skill, to break free from bad habits. But that tomorrow never came. If you find yourself stuck in this loop, listen carefully. This message has the potential to change your life. There was a time when his life was filled with distractions. Every morning began with picking up the phone and playing games. Just 15 minutes, he told himself. But before he knew it, 2 hours had passed. By the end of the day, regret settled in. Another day wasted. He promised himself that the next day would be different. But the next day brought the same excuses, the same distractions, and the same failures. Then, one day, something changed. A realization struck him. If he continued down this path, his goals would forever remain out of reach. That day, he made a decision. Discipline would become a non-negotiable rule of life. And today, his story is a testament to the power of discipline. Follow this formula, and success will no longer be a distant dream. It will be inevitable. Motivation is a scam. It creates an illusion of productivity, but rarely leads to action. How many times do people set goals with excitement, only to abandon them when the initial spark fades? This realization led him to an experiment. Instead of waiting to feel like it, he took action immediately. When the alarm rang, there was no snooze button, just action. He began meditation with 3 minutes, then increased to 11. The biggest lesson he learned was that the most powerful habits are built when actions are taken regardless of mood. That is true discipline. And today, meditation is not just a habit, it is a way of life. The ability to control one's actions rather than be controlled by fleeting feelings is the ultimate freedom. For many, distractions are the biggest roadblock, especially phones and gaming. He observed that hours were slipping away because of these distractions. A simple rule changed everything. While working, he placed his phone in another room. The result was astonishing. He accomplished more in 3 hours than he used to in an entire day. That was his game changer. The question arises, how can discipline be sustained in the long run when the mind constantly craves comfort and distraction? The answer is simple but tough. Embrace the grind. For the first 2 years, he intentionally and intensely practiced discipline. But after that, it became automatic. Good habits formed effortlessly, and bad habits faded away. Ups and downs are inevitable, but his trajectory of growth was undeniable, from being lost to becoming successful. And 3 years from now, the gap between the disciplined and the undisciplined will only widen. The start will be tough, but after a certain point, maintaining discipline becomes second nature. It becomes so effortless that success follows even during moments of laziness. So the choice is yours. Either continue making excuses and end every night with regret, or embrace discipline and transform your reality. Because remember, discipline is freedom,